Welcome back. Big breaking boxing news now, and Tyson Fury, it seems, will come out of retirement next year. That's according to one of the sport's major power brokers.
Tyson Fury has just dropped a bombshell. The Gypsy King has officially announced that he's returning to the ring on April 18th, 2026 for an electrifying third showdown with none other than Oleksandr Usyk. In a major announcement, Sky Sports News revealed that Tyson Fury will be making a sensational return to the ring on April 2026.
That's according to one of the sport's major power brokers. Saudi boxing supremo Turki Al-Sheikh has posted on social media, the Gypsy King will be back. I talked with him and I have his word to have him in Riyadh season in 2026. We have a rabbit to hunt.
This revelation comes straight from one of Saudi Arabia's major boxing figures, Turki Al-Sheikh. Turki wrote on his social media, the Gypsy King will be back. I talked with him and I have his word to have him in Riyadh season in 2026. We have a rabbit to hunt. The rabbit refers to Usyk, the nickname Fury has given to his rival, who has won both of their previous encounters by points. Right after Turki Al-Sheikh's announcement, Tyson Fury posted a motivating video message to his fans, filmed while training in the gym, with his usual intensity and no-nonsense attitude.
So, I'm here, away, doing my job, and there's never any excuses to not train. It's the guys. Any excuses to not train? What are you saying? Under any circumstances, we get it in, because we know that you're going to feel better after you've done a workout, after you've got a sweat on. You feel tired for a minute, we feel brand new for about 6 hours then. So get up, get your lazy ass up and get on that road or get in the gym. Have a fantastic day.
Fury's message was clear. He's all about discipline, and his return to the ring in 2026 is just another step in proving that champions never stop working. With Fury back in training mode, the countdown to the trilogy fight with Usyk is well and truly underway. Will this intense dedication give him the edge? Only time will tell. While Fury has not been in the ring since his October loss to Usyk, this new development suggests that the Gypsy King is coming out of retirement earlier than expected, defying previous statements that he would hang up his gloves in 2025.
I'd like to announce my retirement from boxing. It's been a blast. I've loved every single minute of it, and I'm going to end with this. Dick Turpin wore a mask.
Now, the boxing world is bracing for the explosive third chapter of this fierce rivalry, with fans and analysts alike divided on whether this fight should happen or if it's time to move on.
It means Tyson's now retired 5 times and returned to boxing every single time.
As excitement builds around Tyson Fury's comeback, Eddie Hearn didn't hold back when discussing the highly anticipated Fury vs. Usyk trilogy. Hearn, known for his blunt honesty, didn't mince words in his latest comments, casting doubt on the fight's appeal.
I mean, look, I don't think anyone's interested in Fury Usyk 3, but Fury will be, because he thinks he won the first 2 fights, so he will want to naturally avenge that defeat. That the days of responding or goading or whatever we're going to do with Tyson Fury, I've learned that's a complete waste of time. So we're going to do our thing. Both fighters will return with a fight first.
Hearn openly questioned whether the trilogy is even what the boxing world wants to see. Hearn then went on to praise Turki Al-Sheikh and his efforts to push for the biggest matchups, acknowledging the massive potential of a fight between Fury and Anthony Joshua.
Turki Al-Sheikh said that to me last night. I know Turki Al-Sheikh. All he wants to do is make the biggest fights. And Fury AJ is the biggest fight the country's ever seen, one of the biggest fights boxing's ever seen. So, in my opinion, you'll see it in 2026, but we're ready. It's up to Mr. Fury, and good luck to him.
Who's that fight in between likely to be in front of Josh? I saw you say names are starting to be discussed.
Hearn's words have left fans and pundits divided. While some agree that the Usyk trilogy may lack the intrigue it once had, others argue that Fury's drive for redemption could be the very spark needed to reignite the rivalry. With the heavyweight landscape shifting, will Fury's pursuit of a trilogy fight with Usyk truly dominate, or will other massive matchups like Fury versus Joshua take center stage in 2020? 2026. The debate is far from over. As the announcement of Tyson Fury's return to the ring spreads, Adam Smith, a respected figure in boxing, shared his thoughts on Fury's comeback and the ongoing heavyweight drama. Smith immediately addresses the uncertainty surrounding Fury's retirement, stating that it was always clear that the Gypsy King would make his return. His statement acknowledges the ongoing speculation about Fury's next move, but dismisses it as predictable for someone of Fury's stature.
It's no shock at all. Tyson was always coming back. I understand what Gabby's saying. The act, the will he, won't he, and look, I think the thing is that Tyson Fury is still needed in boxing.
Smith acknowledges the back and forth surrounding Fury's career choices, but emphasizes his vital role in the heavyweight division. Smith suggests that Fury is integral to keeping boxing alive, particularly as other marquee names are stepping into the limelight. Smith's statement touches on a critical point. Although boxing is thriving with exciting events like Usyk versus Dubois and Taylor versus Serrano, Fury's absence leaves a noticeable gap. His return to the ring could be exactly what the sport needs to sustain its current momentum. The question now remains, will his comeback be enough to captivate the boxing audience once again? As Smith continues to discuss the heavyweight scene, he looks forward to the potential for both Fury's trilogy with Usyk and a mega fight with Anthony Joshua. His analysis highlights the possibility of Fury being drawn back into these high-profile matchups.
We're going to get, will it be AJ or what's your thoughts on it?
It's no shock at all. Tyson was always coming back. I understand what Gabby's saying. The act, the will he, won't he, and I think the thing is that Tyson Fury is still needed in boxing. Boxing is flying at the moment, on absolute fire. We've got Usyk and Dubois, of course, 2 weeks on Saturday next week, a huge weekend in New York with Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano, got the Ring Magazine event. It's just flying. There's so much going on, but there's one character that's really missing, and that's Tyson Fury. I saw AJ this week at a Matchroom event. He wants to fight probably the back end of the year. Maybe he'll fight someone like a Deontay Wilder. I thought it would be Dillian White, but of course White's fighting a Talma. Tyson Fury was always going to come back. He'll fight in 2026. He'll fight Anthony Joshua. I understand what Kelvin's saying about the potential of that fight being in Riyadh. I think they might do two. I think they might do one in Riyadh, but I think more likely it'll be a Wembley.
Smith suggests that while the Riyadh option is on the table for the Fury versus Joshua fight, it's more likely that Wembley will play host to the blockbuster showdown. The possibility of a rematch in Riyadh shows that Smith anticipates a long-standing rivalry, with potential locations making the event even more monumental. Smith's prediction feeds into the growing excitement surrounding this potential matchup. As the boxing world waits for confirmation on dates and venues, it seems that Fury's clash with AJ is one of the biggest fights in British boxing history. The location will likely add a layer of intrigue, with fans and analysts speculating about where the fight will be held and how it will affect ticket sales and media coverage. Context before, Smith then shifts gears to discuss Fury's previous performances against Usyk and the future of both fighters, suggesting that Fury's mindset following his loss to Usyk is now central to his return.
I don't think so. It's a year and a half. He fought Usyk twice last year. I thought he boxed really well in the second fight against Usyk. He thinks he won. He didn't. Usyk won the fight, but I thought that Tyson's performance was really good. And
Smith reflects on the Fury versus Usyk saga, analyzing the second fight and the performances of both fighters. While he acknowledges Fury's strength in the bout, Smith sticks to the fact that Usyk won, even though Fury believes otherwise. This adds another layer to the psychological dynamics at play as Fury returns for his trilogy with Usyk.
I'm surprised he's so angry about that. I thought he'd sort of accept it more. The first fight was really close. The second fight, I thought Usyk won and won down the stretch. And I thought Tyson would put his hands up and say he got beaten by the better guy. I think he did at first, but he seems to have got it in his head that he won the fight. He was really good. He performed well in it and well enough to fight again. The fight that people want to see is the Joshua fight. Yes. And I think he goes straight into it. Maybe May next year. I think AJ has been out longer since September last year. He's also coming off the crushing defeat to Daniel Dubois. So I think AJ needs a fight before the Fury fight, but I think Tyson can go straight into it.
Smith's insight into Fury's performance feeds into the ongoing narrative of the Gypsy King's stubbornness and belief in his superiority. This belief will likely fuel his desire for redemption in the upcoming Trilogy fight. As the boxing world watches closely, many are wondering whether Fury will accept his previous loss or continue to stand by his conviction that he was robbed. Regardless of the answer, the third fight promises to be a dramatic one. As the boxing community buzzes over Tyson Fury's return, former footballer Gabby Agbanlar weighed in with his take on Fury's retirement drama. Agbanlar wasn't shy about voicing his frustration over Tyson's back-and-forth retirement statements.
But I just don't like the retiring when you know you're not going to retire. You know, you lost twice to the best about now, Usyk. And instead of just saying, you know what, I lost, next fight, who am I going to fight? It's the whole act of retiring when you know that you're not retired, Tyson.
Agbanlar's frustration lies in Fury's constant retirement talk, which he sees as more of an act than a reality. He believes Fury should accept his losses to Usyk and move on, rather than dragging out the retirement narrative. This has sparked further debate, with some fans agreeing that Fury needs to be more straightforward about his career. As the discussion intensifies, Fury has responded, making it clear that he's far from backing down. Despite the controversy over his loss to Usyk, Fury asserts his relevance in boxing, maintaining that his presence and influence in the sport remain strong.
Why people keep saying, are you going to come back? When are you coming back? Everyone in the sport's still talking about you and when you're fighting.
It just shows you how relevant I am in the game and how hungry they are for Achilles to come back.
Fury proudly asserts his dominance and influence in boxing, claiming that the ongoing discussions about him, whether it's about his return or his past fights, underscore just how much of an impact he still has in the sport. Despite his time away from the ring, Fury believes the attention he commands proves that he's far from irrelevant.
I'm concerned, I'm happy, I've won everything I've had to do. Listen, my last fight was a clear victory for the Gypsy King. Anyone in boxing can see that. A complete load of dog shit, yeah? Political, whatever you want to call it.
Fury remains adamant that his previous fight was a victory, even though it ended controversially. He dismisses the decision as a political move, expressing frustration that the result didn't reflect what he believes to be a clear win for him. Fury's brash confidence in his performance signals his ongoing belief in his superiority over Usyk.
And everything did an inch, just left the ring. As soon as that thing was announced, I was like, what the f*** is going on here? But I accept it, I'm a man, I don't make excuses. On with the next thing. Got paid, got laid, got out of there. Happy days.
In his typical no-nonsense style, Fury acknowledges the controversial decision but refuses to dwell on it. Instead, he accepts the outcome, stating he's moving forward with his life and career undeterred by the setback. His focus now shifts to the next challenge, emphasizing his ability to roll with the punches, literally and figuratively. Fury revisited his thoughts on the outcome of his second fight with Usyk, doubling down on his belief that he was the rightful winner.
I only want a fucking fair fight. I don't want any favours. I want a fair fight and a fair result, which I believe and I know I didn't.
Fury expresses his frustration with the result of the second fight, insisting that he only wants fair treatment in the ring. Despite the outcome, he remains resolute that he was the better fighter that night, underlining his desire for justice in future matchups.
I fucking thought I won it by 5 rounds. I've watched it literally 250 times, and each way, I never ever see it as a way for him to win. But I know they can do what they want. If they say it's fucking Tuesday, it's Tuesday. I've always said I never give a fuck about anybody's opinion until it fucked up me fucking life.
These comments show Fury's unwavering confidence, but they also hint at a deep frustration with the controversies surrounding his previous fights, especially his loss to Usyk. As the boxing world eagerly anticipates his next move, Fury's words add fuel to the fire, ensuring that his return to the ring will be met with even more intense scrutiny. As the news of Tyson Fury's return and the potential Usyk Trilogy spreads, Sauerland, a prominent figure in the heavyweight division, gave his reaction, expressing both surprise and excitement about the developments.
His Excellency Turkey put it out yesterday or last night. And normally when he puts something out, something tends to follow.
Sauerland refers to Turkey Usyk, who broke the news of Fury's return. He notes that when Usyk makes an announcement, it's typically followed by official confirmations and actions, highlighting the significance of his statement in the heavyweight boxing scene.
So then obviously you've seen Tyson Fury's one, which I love. I mean, it's madness, isn't it? But that's the heavyweight scene. You know, that's what makes the sport so beautiful. That's just the pure madness of it.
Sauerland acknowledges the wild unpredictability of the heavyweight division, where even the most unexpected events like Fury's return create massive buzz. He praises the sport for its unpredictability, which continues to captivate fans worldwide. As the conversation shifts to the potential fight, Sauerland also touches on Usyk's upcoming bout.
Usyk's fighting Dubois in 2 weeks, so
Premature thinking.
There can't be a contract in place yet on that fight unless it's got a trigger clause if he beats Dubois. But
he points out that while discussions about a third fight between Fury and Usyk are likely ongoing, no official contract can exist until Usyk's fight with Daniel Dubois is completed, unless there's already a trigger clause in place, adding another layer of uncertainty to the situation.
So I'm guessing it's something that they've been discussing, and I think for selfish reasons, as a fan, as someone who works in the sport, who loves the sport, I don't want to lose Tyson Fury. He's an amazing character.
Sauerland expresses his personal attachment to Tyson Fury, both as a fan and a professional in the sport. He admits that for selfish reasons, he's thrilled to see Fury return, valuing the boxer's unique character and the excitement he brings to the sport. As the conversation about Tyson Fury's return heats up, boxing pundit Johnny Nelson shared his thoughts on Fury's time away from the sport, making it clear that he never truly believed the Gypsy King was done with boxing.
He's gone nowhere.
Yeah.
He's just had a rest.
Yeah.
He's playing with you lot. He ain't gone anywhere. So no, I didn't even doubt for a second he's gone.
Nelson further reinforces his confidence in Fury's return, stating that he never doubted the Gypsy King would step back into the ring. For Nelson, it was always a matter of when, not if, Fury would return to action. Tyson Fury has dropped a bombshell, announcing his return to the ring on April 18th, 2026, for a third fight with Oleksandr Usyk. This follows a statement from Saudi boxing figure Turki Alalshik, confirming that the Gypsy King will be back for the Riyadh season in 2026. Fury, who hasn't fought since his loss to Usyk in 2023, is coming out of retirement earlier than expected, defying his previous plans to hang up his gloves in 2025. Fury's return has sparked mixed reactions. Some fans are excited to see the Gypsy King back in action, while others, including Eddie Hearn and Adam Smith, have questioned whether the trilogy is still relevant. They wonder if the fight has lost its intrigue, or if Fury's hunger for redemption will reignite the rivalry. Fury, in typical fashion, has shrugged off the criticism, stating he's always ready to fight and is committed to proving himself once again. With this announcement, all eyes are now on April 2026 as Fury prepares for the next chapter in his legendary career. Do you think the third Fury versus Usyk fight will deliver, or is it time for new challenges like Fury versus Joshua? Let us know.